Two teams currently tied in the middle of our standings. A thick of a fight ahead of us all as we're about to witness who gets to establish their spot right at third. Both teams coming off vital wins and have had their 4-day rest, all geared up for our high-stakes battle. This is the matchup between the UST-GAMEVILLE Golden Spikers and the Alpha Insurance Protectors. The second game of our triple-header Friday. May Reyes reporting courtside at your service. This is the Spikers Surf Invitational Conference, where power meets passion.
And we are back at the Paco Arena for the second of our triple header today. It's beautiful Friday for volleyball. We are at the 2025 Spikers Surf Invitational Conference, and we are well into the first round. We are looking at two teams who are fighting hard to stay in the top four. We're looking at the UST-GAMEVILLE Golden Spikers going up against the Alpha Insurance Protectors. And later on tonight, the FEUD and Seal Tamarals will also meet the Signal Super Spikers. We got a full day of volleyball today, and we are glad you're on hand. This is Chikiro Puno with my partner, Doc AJ Pareja. Good afternoon, Doc.
Yes, Chiki, it's so good to be back. I miss the Spikers so much, so I'm really excited because this is a crucial match for these two teams.
Tama-tama, timing naman yung pagbalik mo.
Because whoever wins this will still retain their upper half standing, because it's gonna matter a lot moving into the second round.
A whole lot. Of course, we have May Reyes also as part of our panel. You heard from her earlier. She will be giving us reports all throughout the game. Let's take a look at the standings to understand what you mean by it really matters a lot for these two teams to win tonight.
Yes, of course. With that match a while ago, with Savage emerging as the winner against VNS, then they're 3-2. They're just waiting whatever happens on the results of this match, because UST-GAMEVILLE and Alpha Insurance are both at 2-1. So whoever wins will be tied with Signal at 3-1, and whoever loses will get lower in the standing and Savage will take over. So in our tournament, the upper half of the standings will move on and will be joined by two foreign club teams. So you would really want to be in the top four after this elimination.
Absolutely. You know, besides where they are at the standings, I'm so excited about these two teams meeting because they're so alike in many ways. For one thing, the youth. My gosh, these guys are going to be all over the court, and I don't think they're going to tire themselves out, even if I am predicting a long one today. Like the past games that both teams played, both of them, by the way, coming off of wins. Let's start with UST and their last game against VNS.
Yes, as we can see, UST-GAMEVILLE Golden Spikers were pretty much dominant in the sets that they won. And it was very much thanks to their spikes, their attacks. And even if they're quite a young team, they put out a lot of errors that benefited VNS, but their attack power was just too much that it readily or easily offset the errors that they gave out and still emerge as the winner in this match.
Ayun, kitang-kita nyo naman in the stats. Halos doble yung output nila in spikes, talking about UST. Pero doble din yung errors nila against VNS. So going up against Alpha today, they're going to want to clean up their game a little bit and just really try to shave off the numbers in terms of their errors and display more fluid and more cleaner volleyball. But what more can you ask of Josh Ibanez, who has shown his all-around game, particularly in that last game against VNS? Really, Snow White is Snow White.
Yeah, from the UAAP up until to the stint in Alas Pilipinas, one of the guys that I really like watching because of his athletic prowess. And in that match, 27 big points coming off 27 attacks alone, but also very much reliable in the defense, bringing in his experience from the Alas Pilipinas Libero stint, 12 digs, and also major focal point in the passing of the Golden Spikers.
You know, come to think of it, Josh Ibanez is saying you really want to watch also. Kaya nga sabi sa'yo, interesting talaga tong game na to, kaya huwag kayong bibitaw. Let's look at the last game that Alpha Insurance played, and that was a very, very close 5-set win against the FEU Tamaraws. Namuntikan pa, Dok.
Yes, the Alpha Insurance Protectors, a lot of them are actually fresh graduates of the UAAP, and it just showed in this match like two young teams like battling it out each other, just that Alpha had that more push towards the end. 18-16, it's an extended fifth set match, and FEU had a lot of blocks on the net, but Alpha just had more points when it mattered most.
That was that was a particularly significant game for Don Nadera because he was playing against his alma mater. Actually, they're playing coach, right? And we want to talk about him right now because you would not think that he is busy also with his coaching chores with the women's team of FEU because his output here with Alpha, amazing.
Yeah. 23 big points, contributed one set basically for Alpha, and he's not even the usual starter. And a fun fact about this guy, I know this guy a lot because we also paired up in a beach volley tournament before, and like really all-around guy that you can rely on when it comes to giving the points.
We are going to be picking your brain all night long, particularly about Don Nadera, who you know very well. And as we said, this is going to be, I think, a very explosive matchup. And we will take a quick break. Are we going straight to the game? I think they are ready. But before that, hashtag SpikersTurf. If you guys want to, SpikersTurf 2025. If you want to let us know what you think, who you think is going to make it on top, or how long you think this game is going to last. We want to know all about what you think of this matchup because we are getting ready to start the battle. Let's turn it over now to our court announcer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The action continues here inside the Paco Arena in Manila for your SpikersTurf Invitational Conference 2025, where power meets passion. Presenting our national officials for this match, our first referee, Miss Mary Joy Diimos. Correction, our first referee is an international referee. And your second referee, Mr. Philip Ricahuerta, national referee. Ladies and gentlemen, it's game number 16 of the preliminary round, featuring the University of Santo Tomas Golden Spikers. And their challengers across the net, the Alpha Insurance Protectors. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to meet your starters for both teams. First, from the University of Santo Tomas Golden Spikers. We begin with team captain number 7, Dux Yambao. Number 6, Albucari Sali. Number 13, Josh Ibanez. Number 14, Trevor Valera. Number 18, Ryvin Katinsag. Number 19, Taktak Delicana. And their starting libero at number 12, Adriel Alabag. Head coach for the UST Golden Spikers is Oji Mamon. And now let's meet the starters for your Alpha Insurance Protectors. Let's call on to court wearing jersey number 1, Vince Himzon. Number 3, Billy Anima. Number 6, JM Apolinario. Number 7, JJ Havilona. Number 9, Rocky Mutol. Number 24, Barbie San Andres. And their starting libero at number 15, Neil Manato. Head coach for the Insurance Protectors is Mr. Fritz Michael Santos. It's match number 16 in the preliminary round. This is your SpikersTurf Invitational Conference, where power meets passion.
Back to the Paco Arena, and you are looking at the starting unit for the UST-GAMEVILLE. They are so far in, let's say, third place. Third and fourth, yan. Yan ang kailangan nilang i-retain. They're trying hard to stay in the top 4, and so is this team, Alpha. You see on your screens now the starting unit for the Alpha Insurance Protectors. And like we mentioned at the top of the coverage, Coach AJ, this is going to be a lot of action, a lot of explosive sequences, and it's really, I think, going to be a matter of who gets a head start, sino makakauna and who will dictate the pace.
Definitely both teams relatively young, and this match is very crucial for both teams, as we mentioned, because they want to, as much as possible, retain their standing at the top half of the league.
And UST Golden Spikers in black today, going up against the Alpha Protectors in green, and UST will draw first blood. We got Yambao, the setter, getting ready for her second set. They scored 3 points against VNS in their last game. That one is outside. 2 straight points, or it's out. Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
It's called inside.
Caught the line.
Yeah, caught the line. Both teams coming off of wins, so very high morale. But like we mentioned, it is really a really. So
2 attack
Alpha,
errors already.
yes, taking advantage of the errors we're seeing from the Golden Spikers. That's a good block by Alpha. And this time the error coming from the Insurance Protectors. Barbie San Andres a little too long on that one. Oh, big serve. What a way to start. Josh Ibanez, that's actually his second point already. Or no, it is his first point today. He had 27 points in that last game. You're telling us that.
Just attacks. So we're expecting a lot from Josh.
Early service error also for Josh. Everybody familiar with Josh Ibanez, who was the libero of the national team. So na-miss din niya ito eh, yung nakakabalo siya. First ball, about giving it left-handed hit there. One more time. UST getting multiple chances here. In the middle is better. Katinsag there with a point.
Katinsag making up for that previous attack. 2 block points early on now for Golden Spikers. They're gonna need a lot of that if they want to pull away.
Motol again going against the 3-man block, and he is also marked man. Motol is also one of the highest scorers for Alpha Insurance. He came away with 20 points. Motol, of course, one of the stars of Benil. back. Off-speed works for Barbie San Andres. Iningatan niya ngayon kasi lumobo yung isa. Yung una niyang palo.
High leaper, definitely San Andres.
Close first game so far, 6-5. That one escaped a little. Akeda could not keep that in play.
Velicana finally joins the scoring tally for the Golden Spikers. His first attack point.
He was one of 4 players who scored double digits against VNS in their last game. Talking about Delicana. Good set. A better read by UST's defense. And that's unfortunate. Again, an unnecessary error.
Back inside the Paco Arena, you're still watching the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference where power meets passion. Having proved himself, especially in their previous victory, Don Nadera of the Alpha Insurance Protectors shared with me that he is happy having to finally show off what he's capable of. Dagdag pa nga ni Don, hindi lang na-boost yung self-confidence niya, pero pati na rin yung team. That is why they're 100% ready to face the Golden Spikers today, especially now that JJ Lona is also back after missing 1 game due to a special occasion he needed to attend to. But dating back to their collegiate face-offs before, sabi nga ni Don, gusto namin talunin ang UST, hindi lang nga sa team, pero para sa sariling pride na rin namin. But for now, back to Chicken Doc AJ.
Thanks a lot for that. We will certainly be watching out for Don Nadera and his antics today. He is quiet in this first part of the first set. Actually not on the court.
But for sure he's ready to get fielded in just like in the last match.
Yeah, he didn't start in the last match either, but 23 points in 4 sets. Outside set to Josh Ibanez. How about that? Absolutely no hands on that one.
That's why I love watching this player just hit the ball. But what a set by Doc Siambao.
Parang sakto yung shoot set na gusto niya, no? Taas.
Perfect flight.
Oh, good answer here from Alpha. That one looked good also. Avalona is definitely back.
Avalona also used to play beach volleyball for FEU. What a play by Doc Siambao. Just 1-2, seeing the gap between the blockers.
So UST with a lead in spite of errors that were already counting. That we've observed. So imagine, di lang nila, well, I guess it's just because they're playing such aggressive volleyball.
It's paying off for them at least. That's going to be the second service error for the team from Valera.
And we have to remember, this is a college team, so this is the time where you fine-tune your skills.
In preparation for the UAAP.
Yeah. That reverse set was a good choice, and Sally did not waste it.
And Sally also joins the scoring tally for the Golden Spikers.
Now,
Back row attack.
Oh, that one. Solo block was not enough for that. Imson also a big addition. Manato underhanded set there. Now UST with a chance. Ibanez there playing setter and defense just all over the place, and he is upset he did not keep the ball alive that last time.
Yeah. You can see the frustration because it was quite a high ball. And you could have gotten it easily.
San Andres, good dig there. Avalona again on the attack. And I think that would have been out. Oh, and that's what I think what Josh Ibanez was signaling, kinuha niya kasi parang feeling niya na check ball na. Yeah, so he wanted to keep it in play.
But JJ Javelona definitely making up for the previous game that he was absent.
Yeah. Oh,
What a
almost
serve.
an ace. Back row attack, well read by UST.
Good anticipation on the part of the blockers for UST. It's actually a good set from Apolinario.
Definitely UST out blocking Alpha at this point. Again, reverse. Oh! Like we said, we are going to be calling Josh Ibanez's name all day today, coming from the back, just out of nowhere. And that was his dig. And he's going up. Dun siya nanggaling sa likod.
What insane leaping ability.
Yeah.
Josh Ibanez.
All of 5'7", I believe. Now again, another great set. You gotta love the defense of UST. Good save there by Barbie. Motol blocked, but that one is outside. Motol's figuring it out. He's gonna be blocked, so he's gotta figure out how to hit it off the hands.
He's like up against the taller blockers of UST with Sally.
Perfect first ball coming from Ibanez. Solo block this time. You're asking for more blocks coming from Alpha, and Himson did not disappoint.
Perfect read by Himzon and Valera, giving them their second block point.
Malapit na ang Alpha. Now just a 2-point lead for UST. That's called outside. Is there a... What is the call? UST will get the point. 16-13. We are at our second technical timeout. UST up by 3.
Alam ko lang ang chorus nito eh, pero hindi ko... Gabriela? Gabriela? Yes, tama. Hands up, Gabriela. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella, la, la, la.
So kumakanta rin siya.
Can do
can't
everything.
he
What
do?
can't he do?
But really, it is so much fun to watch Ibanez and everything that he does on the court. Of course, he gets the loudest applause whenever he gets on the court. And I think he gained a lot of fans, international fans.
Yeah, definitely.
When he showed up for the Alas Pilipinas in the recently concluded World Championships of volleyball.
Definitely proved his worth as a libero because there were some doubts when he was fielded in as a libero for the team.
And again, the three-man block, always there for UST. That's a better set from Ibanez there. Lona just keeps scoring. He keeps coming.
Vilona squeezes it in for his 5th attack point. Out of 9 attempts.
That's in the net.
Not the best time to commit a service error.
UST getting closer to the 25-point mark, still maintaining the 3-point lead. Lumalapit pero hindi umaabot ang Alpha so far. Oh, good read by San Andres there, letting the ball go. Tit for that in terms of service errors.
But that is the 3rd of UST to 1 of Alpha.
That's a good play. Good return, though. Ball right back to UST. Again, the middle. And Yambao just knows what to do.
Really activating Valera in this match. That is 3rd attack point from the middle.
That's a great-looking combo attack there. Of course, the finish with that kill from the middle. Again, Hamelona. I mean, he has the hot hands, so why not?
That's his 6th attack point. And still unanswered by the Golden Spikers.
Tingnan natin kung makalapit pa ang Alpha. They're still down by 2. Joust won by UST. San Andres, oh, kinapos! And again, lead back to 3 for UST. So Alpha also with their share of unnecessary, unforced errors.
San Andres quite struggling in this match so far. Haven't fielded in an attack point.
That one's called outside. That's a break. Are they looking for a check ball? We haven't seen any video challenges yet. I think we're getting our first one.
The check was actually awarded by referee Joy De Imus.
So it is the net fault challenge.
So it's UST challenging.
Yeah, it has been a very fast-paced game. So who will it benefit to slow the game down, AJ?
Well, right now Alpha is the one who wants to slow down the rampage of UST. But should they succeed, it will put a little bit of dent on the rampage of Javelona.
Yeah. But also, I guess, Alpha also knowing to go to the opposite. Kasi bantay na bantay dito sa left pin, no? With the three-man block. And luckily for Alpha, the option on the right pin is the top scorer so far. And if UST was watching tape from the game before, then they did not get to scout Javelona.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And from what you remember during your playing days, talaga ang pinapanood yun ba is the previous game, or do you go back to?
Well, we try to look into matches that sort of mirror what we do in the court. Like in terms of matchups, we also still go back, like previews matches to see some tendencies in the attack of the opponent.
And then there's the in-game adjustments,
Yeah.
which have nothing to do with the studying that happens before the game. No? Kasi I guess, Coach, or Doc, it's a game of chess, so you could expect the other team doing the same thing.
Yeah, especially right now where technology is... It's not an excuse anymore if you're not scouting your opponent at this level.
Pati nga yung volleyball fans, gagaling mag-scout kasi we have everything online already, di ba? And I think that's the beauty of really the Pilipinas Live and One Sports Plus giving us the full coverage. The volleyball fans are just becoming more and more sophisticated, more and more intelligent, and very well versed in the game. Still waiting for the result of the net touch challenge. Somebody at the net here. Okay, there was no call, and they're saying there should be. Oh, no net touch.
No net touch for Alpha Insurance.
So UST is going to keep the ball, and now they have a 4-point lead.
Right. So it was Alpha who challenged that UST had a net touch.
That was close. Ang galing din. That's another talent, another feather on Josh Ibanez's cap. Paano ba umiwas sa net? Oh, great set. Quick points. I guess maybe Alpha speeding up their plays is paying off.
Anima's first attack point of the match, the most opportune time, is to break the momentum of UST.
So, kailangan din talaga nilang iwasan yung 3-man block na nandun talaga for UST. Ooh! That is a kill block that Alpha needed. One more time on that last one. This time just 2 sets of hands going up against Ibanez, and Alpha still looking to tie up this match. Oh, Anima could not keep that ball in play.
But it's going to be a point for Alpha. It's an illegal attack on Delicana.
Let's see that one more time. So what is the call here?
I think he stepped on the line. Footfall. But UST will challenge the call.
Yeah, I think they really had no choice but to challenge, because look at the score. It will be 2019 if the challenge does not succeed. And ito na nga, lumalapit pa ang Alpha ngayong malapit na tayong umabot sa 25 points, which is something that UST has to think about. Of course, UST was a late addition to the Invitational Conference, with the LSU bowing out last minute. But this is the best way, like you said, to really prep for the UAAP season. And we've also got FEU, the other collegiate team, playing in this Invitational. Let's take a look at the... clear.
UST will lose a challenge.
The call stays. There was a footfall challenge on the attack line from the back row attacker. Madali ang bawi.
The middles are really doing good for UST in this set.
I believe.
Yeah, set was a little too tight in the net, forcing Javilona to just tip it over, but didn't find the line.
That will just going to affect his attack efficiency because he has been almost perfect. So he makes up right away for that last mistake. And Amrona keeping the lead small. And here's that substitution. Nadera in on this very crucial substitution. Got Lopez in also.
Double substitution fielded in for Alpha Insurance to ensure a three-man front line in the attack.
Perfect pass there. Good cover by San Andres, and Moto will go up, and that is down and out. And Alpha only looking for 1 point. And we've got some substitutions, I think. Oh no, there is another challenge. This is a second and the last challenge for UST. They're just burning all of their challenges. They already had one unsuccessful one.
A Hail Mary challenge.
Yeah, why
basically.
not? No?
They're arguing that the ball still contacted Moto after the block.
Before the ball sailed out. So let's see, our technical table will have to look for that last place. We've got all kinds of challenges now. Last touch challenge. We don't see that very often. Going back to the standings, it is UST and Alpha Insurance, both with a 2-1 card. And after Savoj winning against VNS today, they have a 3-2 record, which puts them ahead of UST and Alpha momentarily. Pero kung sino manalo dito, syempre lalamang sa Savoj kasi may dalawang talo na ang Savoj. And again, the magic number is 4. You want to be in the top 4 so that you can play on against, again, the same teams. It's going to be a round robin again with yung apat na natira and the teams from Australia and Japan.
Yes.
And diretso na, after single round robin, the top 2 will go into the championships. And, you know, everybody has a different take on these kinds of formats. Gusto mo ba yung ganito na round robin na sudden death?
It's nice, actually. Like, we want, of course, we want a longer season for the guys. Because usually one round is not enough to scout your opponents.
Pero ganun kabigat lahat ng games.
Yeah.
No? And taking a little bit of time looking for that, the tape. They're looking back at the video to find that point. Oh, here we go. Oh, tumama nga yata, no?
Yeah.
Oh, last touch. Let's see. Looks like it hit his chest. Okay, so it didn't. It's an optical illusion. From our vantage point, kala mo tumama sa shirt. But it will not be called in UST's favor. And Alpha is exactly where they want to be. Just looking for a point to get even here with UST. And again, another violation. And it's just a lot of things happening away from the ball. No.
And we all mentioned that it's the errors that plagued UST in their last match.
Alpha is now tied with UST at 22. Di ba tayo?
Ba't ba ino-over mo yung bola? Mga ang ganda-ganda ng pasa. Bakit kailangan mo iiwas pa eh? Samantalang tapikin mo lang, ibabaw ka naman. Itin mo.
First time I was called by Coach Ochi, and you know that this is Alpha's first chance really to take over the lead, and what a time to do it, Doc.
6-2 run by Alpha Insurance, actually.
Big one, and that is exactly what UST needs also, with Sally just exploding on that last attack.
Sally making up for that previous attack error.
So UST back on top.
Yeah, and their tallest lineup now in front.
Ito na yung 3-man block na nakakatakot if you're Alpha. Big serve. Oh, hang time! Did you see that?
Yeah, what a power tip by Himson.
They were talking about really how Himson has been very useful up front.
Yeah.
Scored a solo block and he's
Was
getting a lot of
reliable.
touches. Yeah. 23 all. Good cover by San Andres. One more time, he gets to go for the attack, and he is calling for a check ball. That's what the lines judge said. And look who is in set point first. What a turn of events here, Doc.
Yeah, probably the most crucial point. San Andres, that's her first attack point. We were saying that she was quite silent all throughout.
Oh, and unfortunately for Alpha, with that service error, we are tied at 24. So UST can breathe, sigh of relief, because they have a chance now to get ahead, set their team up for set points here. San Andres off speed again. One more chance for UST. Oh! And now it's with Alpha. One-handed set. San Andres blocked. Yambao very happy about that. That was a strange sequence. The HA. Ang dami mga almost botched plays.
What a block by Yambao, perfectly read. In position, covering the line last second.
And what we didn't see before that was how UST just struggled to keep the ball in play. But they are in set point. Let's see if they can make it. Oh! And that is just fitting for UST to win this first set via a kill block, because that's what they were doing so well all set long. And Alpha almost stealing that first set away from UST, but the Golden Tigers holding on. Let's take a look at this last point.
Perfectly read block by Valera on Nadera. That's 5 big block points for UST in total for just the set one.
It was a very exciting first set. We'll talk more about it, break it down after the set one out of the way, 26-24. It was played out so well. Hindi na sayang yung build-up natin, Doc AJ, kasi ganun talagang nangyari in the first set between these two very energetic teams.
This was exactly what we were expecting. UST, for most of the set, was actually in the driver's seat. Just had a little bit of scare towards the end, but some crucial block points still emerged for UST, letting them snatch that set one.
And we saw how Alpha just slowly but surely just took their time, really, to catch up and actually got the first shot at set point. So the adjustments happened, and I'm sure there will be counter adjustments also for UST. Maybe, again, getting rid of the errors. Luckily for them, as we see in the stats, may errors din ang Alpha Insurance.
Yeah, UST had solid blocking on the net, whereas Alpha just out-edged the Golden Spikers in terms of attacks. Javelona was leading the pack early on with Alpha Insurance, but they were able to close in the gap when the other players started contributing also in the attack, but just not enough. Towards the end, UST still able to get the set.
I think Avalon is still leading with 7 points on the Alpha Insurance side. And on the UST side, it's a good distribution of points among the players, which is credit to, of course, about their setter. And we are now going to set 2. Let's take a look again at the score sheet here with Valera leading the charge for UST. 6 points for him, and Ibanez Katinsag with 3. Sally has 4 points. Yambao himself scoring with 2. And on the Alpha side, like we mentioned, we've got Javelona on top with 7 points. Himson and Motol tied with 3 points, and Andres contributing 2. Polinario Anima with 1 each. But again, it was actually quite close all the way. 4 points was the biggest lead that UST was able to enjoy. And in terms of the errors, they were there. They did not hit double digits, but luckily for them, meron din on the other side. So a lot of them coming from the serves. And we're getting ready now for set 2. USC just wants to make sure they got the rotation right.
UST needs Delicana to get going. Didn't have a good efficiency in the previous set.
Delicana, as we mentioned earlier, is one of 4 players who were in double digits against VNS in the previous game of USD, which they won in 4 sets. USD again will score first here, care of the error there. Another error on the serve. Those risky, high risk, high reward serves coming from Ibanez.
It's a mirror image of each other, like a hybrid spin serve. Like tossing it as if you're going for a float.
Oh, wow. Great save there by San Andres. Motol just sending it over. And Yambao looking for the middle again. Almost got away. But still a point there for Katinsag.
Was kind of an off hit for Katinsag, but worked to his favor nonetheless.
A point is a point down, no AJ. They'll take it. Good serve there. Motol going up against that 3-man block. And ibabawan yung blockers. Wow, and this is the adjustment that we're seeing from Alpha. They're really exploiting the right pin option.
And Javelona has been really finding a lot of success with his down-the-line attacks.
And let's see if UST will recognize that and kind of load up on the right. Again, San Andres is doing tremendous defense. Somebody
Him's
called.
on, scrape the net. Not quite the error that you would like because the ball is not in his area.
Coach Exanto's not very happy about that.
Because he was far from the play.
Oh, inside. After a service error, a service ace for UST, care of Sally.
Starting to make some early lead again, just like in the previous set.
Big serve. San Andres took care of that one. Avalona, of course. Good cover by UST. Back row attack. Back to Avalona. And Ibanez just showing off his athleticism. And his
Needs to be more
hops.
careful with that crossing after landing.
Yeah. San Andres registered a lot of good receives. Ooh, but that doesn't matter for Sally, scoring his second point in a row in the second set.
.40 run for UST. Sally continues to serve.
Here comes Alpha with a running attack. First time we see the slide. Probably want to use that more often. That's a good foil to the three-man block.
Catching the middle of guard.
Oh, it's almost got away there. Pero nagawa ng paraan, Americana.
Kind of just tipping it over the block.
Four-point lead for UST. Oh, that was tough. I think it was just trying to salvage the ball, which was going into the net. So, 5-point lead for UST in this first technical timeout. Back in a moment.
Back inside the Paco Arena, you're still watching the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference where power meets passion. Opponents on court, but definitely close friends off the court. That's the story of Barbie San Andres and Josh Ibanez, who both shared with me earlier before the game na nagkakalaban na talaga sila since high school pa. Both from Mindanao, they actually motivated each other to try out for their dream schools. UST for Josh and Mapua naman for Barbie. But just like before, magkalaban na ulit sila ngayon. And a little friendly message to Barbie from Josh herself, and I quote, "Patuloy lang tayo sa ganda-gandahan. Mahulas lang lahat, wag lang ang face." A cute little banter between close friends, isn't that right, Chicken Doc AJ?
I love it. I think that is a sidelight that is making this matchup even more interesting than what we're already seeing on the court. For those of you joining us just now, it was a 26-24 first set win by UST. So really close, really exciting. But again, with Barbie and Josh on the court, there's just so much to love about this matchup.
Yeah, before Josh came into the spotlight, it was really Barbie who was that high leaper, short but high leaper, and like just hammering the ball down.
And there's Josh and Barbie showing off, but good defense from both sides. And finally, it is Barbie San Andres who will get the point off the hands. But you're right, same approach, same athleticism.
Barbie just showing some veteran moves.
Yeah. So much flair. Back row attack. That one is clean. You don't see that too often here on the Alpha Insurance side. So Motol will get that point coming from the back.
3-0 run for Alpha Insurance. They're starting to awaken here in set number 2. It's not just a Javelona show, as San Andres, Motol, and Himzon have already tallied their scores.
And San Andres He will get that point. So very useful technical timeout for them. They used it and are able to regroup. And now UST needing timeout because the lead is down to 1.
Mas kasi Nicolo, hindi ba mapalo yun?
Gaganda na naman siya sa
So we couldn't really make out so much what Coach Orji was telling the boys. But what do you think was it,
I think
AJ?
it's more of the distribution of Ducks. He was really forcing some of the shoot sets to Josh, even if the pass was not the best quality.
Oh, that one worked out. So good response by the Golden Spikers that last timeout.
To get the middles activated again, it worked wonders for them in the previous set.
Great cover for UST. But Alpha.
Sally just putting enough power to penetrate the block of Alpha Insurance.
Perfect first ball. Reverse. Red by UST, and that's a point for Ibanez. And lead back to 4 for UST. Timeout, Alpha.
Eh, ito, makinig muna. Nakakapasa naman tayo. Ngayon yung play mo, since nandito naman yung setter, big flexibility, kailangan mo tumalon doon sa middle. Kailangan mo mapasabay yun. Ha? Tapos bigay mo kay Barbie para single block na maiwan. Ha? Open lang. Sige. Ganun lang. Tapos meron ka sa gitna, meron ka pa doon sa dulo. Meron ka pa back row doon. Sige. Tara. Let's go! Alpha! Okay, para po.
With the kind of efficiency that UST's blockers are showing, hindi talaga yung hindi ubra yung mga simple open sets lang, ano?
Yep.
For Alpha. Coach Mike there trying to come up with a play that will...
You have to engage all players, especially the middles. Animal is still scoreless in the set.
Oh! And again, San Andres. Scoring a lot in this second set. Trying to match Josh Ibanez to 6 points. Oh! And San Andres will be credited for that. 2 in a row. Ilan na ba si Barbie? 5 points already for Barbie San Andres.
5 points.
Copy that. Going up against Ibanez is 6, so for looking at a face-to-face between those two players. And you can tell us via hashtag SpikerSurf2025 what you think and who you think will reign supreme between these two teams.
Yeah, Ibanez so far the best efficiency in this set for UST, 3 out of 5 attempts.
And just a good idea, activating the middle, keeping the blockers guessing.
And this is what the coach was saying in the previous timeout to vary distribution more.
Big serve from San Andres. And a save, but Motol is being called.
That was a good save by Barbie.
Yeah.
But it's just really a momentum killer whenever somebody touches the net after a good dig.
tried but couldn't. That's a big attack by Delicana.
Delicana playing much better efficiency here in set number 2. It's 2 out of 3 attempts, whereas in the previous set, he had 2 out of 13 attempts.
And again, Javelona is back. So they're recognizing that Javelona has been really showing high efficiency today.
Yeah.
We'll keep going to him. Both teams, I think, were able to enjoy a 4-day rest. So, oh wow, that's a combination attack that is well executed.
Perfectly disguised by Dogs. Just a split-second difference from the quick to the pipe.
UST with a 4-point lead.
Camposano comes in for Motol.
Almost ace. Wow, that's huge for Sally. Si Sally has been very efficient whenever he ano ba yung kanyang success rate.
So far, he's 3 out of 5 in
3
this
out
set
of
alone.
5.
So 60% efficiency. That's
Not
very
bad.
good.
Yeah, and we are at our second technical time.
Top 5 players ko sa Spiker Sir pa yung unang-una nga ang idol si Kuya John Paul Bugawan. Idol na idol ko talaga. Tapos yung susunod ko ay si Rocky. Sobrang saya ko kasi yung MVP na kalaban namin, kompe ko na ngayon. At ganun din si Barbie. Halos magkakapad na din turingan namin. Tapos yung pang-apat ko ay si Kuya Edward. Sobrang nakakabus ng moral. At ang last ko ay si Kuya Brian Baguna. Sobrang idol ko talaga kaya nabubuhay ang volleyball dahil kay Kuya Brian.
And it's really great to hear from the players themselves. Vince Simpson talking about how excited he is to be in the Spiker Sir. Buhay na buhay naman talaga ang men's volleyball.
Yes, of course, after that really respectable run during the World Championships.
Got away from San Andres. Camposano sending it over. Oh, solo block, not enough because Sally is on a roll.
Yeah. 4 out of 6, just in this set alone.
Yeah. He is the option right now, and I think Coach Mike is already recognizing that. And UST just stretching the lead now. It's a comfortable 7-point lead for the Golden Spikers.
But there's going to be a net fault challenge by Alpha Insurance.
First challenge, Mercy, in the second set. Are they gonna? Oh,
it wasn't honored. Oh,
too late, no?
Probably someone already admitted.
Okay.
The UST side.
Green card moment. Fair play moment. And some substitutions. Nadera in. Apollonario and Javelona sitting out. Lopez making up that two-man substitution, double substitution to complete the full front row. Wow! This time Camposano jumped at the right time.
Camposano, tall guy himself, up in the air against Sally, perfectly read.
Impeccable timing for Camposano. And San Andres with a good cover there. On the right pin again. Let's talk about Don Nadera for a moment. That looked really good. One time. Talk about efficiency. He really has quality minutes.
in between the blockers. You will see.
Oh, pero linihis naman. Great cut shot. Coming from Delicana there, knowing that Capasan was in his, or rather, Don was in his face.
Delicana now with the best efficiency for UST. 3 out of 4 attempts. 75%. Really respectable.
Good stop there. Received. There. And reverse. Blockers of Alpha are there. So we're seeing better blocking from Alpha, definitely, but Delicana just improving his percentages.
Yeah,
even
80%
further.
now, 80%.
Wow.
Whereas with the first set, he only had 2 successful, 1 error out of 13 attempts. So much, much better efficiency for Delicana.
That's a break here for Alpha. Lead back to 4. As many as 7 earlier.
So Avila is coming in. Maybe Yambao will be spiking.
So we're seeing 2 setters on the court right now. Oh, outside though. Unfortunately for UST, but they still have a cushion, so that is still a 3-point lead that Alpha have to make up. Man block works for Alpha. Wow. That one got away again. These cut shots working for UST. Lead back to 4.
Delicana is just really on a roll right now for UST. Even those out-of-system plays.
Kitang-kita, naiwasan talaga niya yung 2-man block. Had 10 points that last game against VNS. Good block there by Banyes. Stopping Don Tendera twice. San Andres sending it over. Number chance for the Golden Spikers. Into the net. He's human after all,
Yes.
Delicana. They're on the attack, and we've seen this in the first set, how UST had a comfortable lead up until the latter part.
Ginanggigil si Delicana saw that the blockers all went with the middle, and it's a wide open space for him.
Let's see if Alpha can gain on this 3-point lead. It's down to 2, so Himson will be credited with an ace. And UST will call a timeout.
Yari doon. Bilas. 4 yan kanang ngayon. Kalimutan nyo na yun. Kamay na.
Pagkakamay ka, takar. Parang di ka unti. Lagi ang kamay yun.
Oo naman, ikaw nag-umpisa ng error eh.
All right, let's see. That timeout for UST will keep them in the lead here. Still, advantage UST. Lead back to 3. And Himson, after that quick point, just gives it away via a service error.
Yeah.
Very bad timing for that one.
Yeah, that's what coaches hate the most. Like coming off a timeout, service error.
Well, that's one of the reasons why they do it, to ice the server somewhat. Huh? Hernandez steps in at the service line. Perfect first ball from San Andres. And it's going to be a free ball. Right back. Oh, smart move.
What a read by Nadera.
Yeah. That's it. thinking player right there. Player coach Donadera will score again, but he will step out. So double substitution that we've seen in the past to complete the front row here for Alpha.
Quality minutes for Lopez and Nadera. Now Javelona is back in front.
Avila continues to set. Again, somebody at the net, and
Another crucial
clearly.
one.
And see, Billy Anima just acknowledges that set, that net. Yep. Net infraction there, and UST 3 points away. Also enjoying a 3-point lead. And that's the money shot.
Yeah, still down the line.
Yep.
Still unanswered.
Bologna doing what he does. Good first ball. Yambao with the reverse. That did not cross the net. It's going to be 4 touches called against UST. Or
Crossing violation to be called on
crossing
Sally.
violation.
And now we're back to a similar situation in the first set.
Yeah, and again, it's errors. It's really plaguing UST at the worst time.
Yep.
This is good for Alpha. Or late set threat for UST. And absolutely untouched there. Ibanez sending the ball way out.
Medyo may gigil dun sa attack ni Josh.
They just want to keep things exciting here. And now we're tied at 22. Let's see. If Alpha can taste their first lead at 23 points. Good first ball. And that one is inside. Looked like it was long, but Sally, sukat na sukat naman yung palo niya.
Yeah, with his height, definitely easy for him to hit it above the blockers.
Finding that corner pocket there. Zone 1. Banyas now. Floater. Bologna again. That was difficult. We saw that earlier as well. When the set is too far away from the net, too high, natatimingan ng blockers ng UST.
Yeah, it was a risky set for Apolinario because he was already on the left side of the court. And it was high kind of set.
Time out, Alpha.
Pasahan muna natin naman tayo sa gitna. Ha? Yung muna yung priority mo, gitna. Tsaka ka magbato ng winning. Ha? Meron pa tayong back row, ha, Barbie. Ha? Let's go. Pasa muna, pasa muna, pasa muna. Let's go.
Dahan-dahan ko, JJ.
It's easier this time. UST wanted to end. Hindi nila pinahabol pa ang Alpha. But it was a good effort there by the protectors, keeping it close after that 7-point lead that UST had. And gave UST a little bit of a scare, but they were able to cap it off with a 3-point lead. 25-22 is the score in that second set, at UST leading 2-0. We'll be back.
Josh, syempre, teammate ko, best libero, and last, si Kuya Jao. Isa sa seniors namin sa UST, and maganda din yung impact niya sa volleyball po.
We're dreaming hard, we came so far now. I've been deep. Golden po. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You know it's gotta be glowing. Gotta be golden.
And Barbie said Hernandez will not allow Josh Ibanez to one-up him,
Yeah.
even in the singing category. But again, another heck of a second set. UST
He had more attacks, and it was also a good distribution. The wings definitely came alive. Delicana, Sally, and Ibanez all contributing to good efficiency. Not much from the middle compared to set number 1. So we'll see if Yamba will once again activate Katinsag and Valero.
even number of errors for both squads, so that just kind of erases it. All right, and the 20. And after this game, we've got FEU on standby going up against the Signal. Super Spiker, so that's going to be another good one.
zone.
Is it a net touch challenge? Did you notice?
I think it's ball in, ball
Medyo-
out.
Ah. So Alpha actually has been able to protect their lead. It was 4, the biggest lead so far in this third set.
It's going to be a crucial point for UST. Yeah, it's way out. Alpha will lose one challenge.
Easy pickings for UST. Good set. Oh. Again, we're looking at that great sequence there. It was an out-of-system play, but Ibanez once again showing another aspect of his game.
Yeah, but everyone was expecting Ibanez will set the open. Like 3-0 run for UST to cut the lead to 1 as Alpha calls for time.
Oh, play ka doon, iwan mo si ano dito, si JJ dito.
Balik lang.
Sunuran lang tayo, kailangan makakuha mo yung ano, yung iwan si JJ dito. Ha? Pasimple lang.
Simula natin sa pasa.
Pasahan mo na tayo. Sige, tara, let's go.
Kaya. Hey! Alpo!
And USD enjoying the momentum here. A 3-point run, just reducing the lead to 1. And now they're tied. Just like that.
Finally, the floor defense of UST was able to dig up Javelona from his favorite shot. Sally just there to seal the deal.
That's a big serve, but it's out. And again, Alpha back on top. So it's really more important for Alpha. Just be more consistent here. They have, it's Alpha. The onus is on them really to reduce their errors. Kasi actually nagpapantay lang, but they are in a must-win situation here.
But here in this set, UST has put up a lot of errors already. 4 service errors.
So that's really something that Alpha should capitalize on. We're tied at 14 once again. Whoa, that's huge. And that is really what Alpha needs. A big one from Himson there.
Yeah, same attack as last time, but with a different result. Got it in.
Looks like Himson is chasing the double-digit numbers. He had 9 in that last game against FEU. Good stop. What a free ball. UST on the attack. And this is why they give it to Josh Ibanez when he is from the pipe.
Yeah, just look at that jump.
Oh.
Ball just clipped the net, but
Woo!
great.
It's just a chance for us really to appreciate his hops.
5 service errors for UST here in this set alone.
Second technical timeout finds Alpha ahead by 1.
Back inside the Paco Arena, you're still watching the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference where power meets passion. If you're facing the UST-GAMEVILLE Golden Spikers, you definitely have your eyes on Josh Ibanez. And head coach Mike Santos made that very clear with me earlier in his words. And I quote, Josh is Josh. Siya na yun eh. So kung hindi namin siya makontain, yung ibang players na lang. As long as the Alpha Insurance Protectors are at their 100% state, Coach Mike believes in his team 100% as well. And we can definitely see that given how tight our game is right now. Pero sabi nga ni Coach Mike, others may view them as the dark horse, but for him, he'd rather call themselves challengers instead. What do you think, Chiki and Doc AJ?
All I'm thinking now is Josh is Snow White to many. And it belies really the kind of power that he brings to his game. But back to the action here, Alpha has lost their lead. UST now tying them at 16 points. And we have some substitutions here. Sabanal will come in for Billy Anima. Coach Mike just making sure he has the right people on the court to keep, to at least keep it separate, get the lead.
Anima was quite silent since set number 1. So might need a different approach this time from the middle.
San Andres, that approach well read by the double block of UST.
And just like that, UST retakes the lead.
And you know, si May was telling us all about how really Barbie and Josh and the rest of these collegiate players are used to playing each other, and that and that is a disadvantage. They know how to block Barbie, except
Not
that
that
time. And Barbie figured out how to go against the blockers too.
Just that crazy angle, shoulder twisting angle that Barbie is well known for.
I love how Barbie just disproves what I was saying mid-sentence. Whoa! Good answer there from UST.
Middles are more engaged here.
And UST is looking good. They want to end it in 3, and they are doing really well. Even with the services of one of their star players, Yan Makam, who is out with a fever today. See, Makam is not even playing, but they are managing well already with a 2-set lead. Talking about UST.
Barbie San Andres just finding that hole in zone 2.
Good first ball. What an approach! Down the line.
Sally continues his rampage. He was slowly building up from the first set. Then second set had a good efficiency, and now also putting up the numbers here.
And Lopez again going to Avalona. Or rather to Camposano there, hitting it off the hands. So Camposano stayed on the court after being fielded in set 2. Alpha definitely still in it. Managed to keep the game close here. They're tied at 19. Alpha can lead. Camposano pushes the ball over. Another chance here for Alpha. And again, it's that matchup. Javelona just really taking advantage of Ibanez in just in his face. But what is the call here?
It's going to be a check. There was a check between Sally and Yambao.
So it's going to be a point for Alpha.
Takes back the lead.
Outside, and what a break here for Alpha. That is very unusual because it was a perfect first ball. Good set, but now Alpha with a 2-point lead. Timeout UST.
Iniiwas mo, wala namang blocker. Sally, may blocker ka? Dalawa ba? Ba't iniiwas mo pa? Bilisan mo lang yung palo. Kung ano pinagagagawa mo, tinatapon mo.
sa akin yung dalawang shot. Hey, tuloy tayo. Tapos natin yan, ha? Let's go, let's go, let's go!
You know, I can't deny that I also look forward to hearing from Coach Oji. That's another sidelight whenever you watch UST.
Coach Audrey reminding Sally that there's no blockers up in front of him that can challenge his height. So why are you trying to go for sharp angles?
Keep it simple. Ibanez just, that ball just went up and down. That's care of his vertical leap.
Just power tip straight down.
You know, I'm curious to see what his jump is really. I think it's somewhere in the stats. We'll research that. Oh, that was an overset, but UST will get another chance, and Sally hitting it off the hands. This time, may blocker siya. At ginawa niya ng paraan. Hitting it off the hands of the blocker, and we're tied again at 21.
Much needed point for UST. Ibanez serving again. That was quite a short set for Sally.
That's a great choice, but Delicana all by himself. Avelona was just denied, and now it's Alpha's turn for a timeout.
What a read by Delicana. Just pressing the block.
Single block na yun, oh. Diba? Gawa na natin ng paraan.
Bilang kuya,
Patapos na tayo, oh. Diba? Tara, tara, tara. Ito naman yung diskarte. Sige. Go. Hey, elbow! Pasok pa, pasok pa, pasok pa.
That was a perfect read by Delicana, but had Avelona gone for his usual down the line attack, could have avoided the block. He went for a cross court that time.
So that's the opposite situation naman from the timeout we heard from UST. It was that situation was calling for a cross court. Combination attack, well executed by Alpha. Great response also to that timeout. And we're back at 22 all. And the familiar double sub with Polinario and Nadera coming in. Let's see if the experience of Don Nadera will get them through. Get them another set to fight. Floater serve. Ooh, almost. But too strong for Nadera. And you're seeing Edriel Lalabar there. Sayang na sayang siya because he managed to get a hand on that one.
It's a crucial overpass. Much needed regalo. Alpha.
Delicana sending it over. Good read there by Camposano. Nadera sending it back to UST. Ooh, good defense for Alpha. Nadera goes up. Good cover. Chesty. Oh, that was wicked. A lot of spice on that one. Hitting right on the chest. Sally. He is emerging the hero here.
Coach Oji was saying, just you're way above the blockers. Just power your way through. You don't have to avoid them.
And Sally already with 18 big points today. Nadera. Whoa! And Josh Ibanez was threatening to run after that ball, but he was not in the right position. And again, Nadera coming in at those crucial times. We understand why. Maybe you wonder why he's not brought in earlier. But just the same, Alpha is in set point. Oh! And that's just too bad for Alpha. wasting that first set point.
Josh was like all over Delicana because he was in the way of the ball.
That would have been a travesty if he just, if there was contact. Big serve. Wow, that's huge again for Nadera. Clutch.
3 straight points for Nadera. Just when he was fielded in.
Here's another chance after that huge kill. Lalim. Again, Alpha with a chance to extend. Ooh, almost off-timed. San Andres is dug. Who's going up? Delicana gets a chance. Oh no! These unforced errors. I mean, that was definitely gettable. That was a playable return there.
Just a high tip to the middle. Nobody anticipated it.
Oh!
Like a campfire.
Yes, the worst kind.
And now Ibanez is up front for UST.
And a tough serve. Nadera manages to hit it back. Ibanez going up. Great stop by Alpha. One more chance. Who's going up from the middle? What a play. And Valera just joining the fray here. A latecomer here in the third set.
Yeah, but Valera here in the set, 3 out of 4 attempts, like 75% efficiency.
First set point, match point for the UST Golden Spikers. And Alpha just has to calm down and try to get the point back. San Andres is blocked, ball still alive. Nadera, and that is outside. And a break here. And good reflex action for Alpha to manage that block return there.
What a run for Nadera. 4 points just in that short stint.
Wow.
100%.
Yes. He is 100% a clutch player. And Alpha was able to get the set point twice already. But UST again with a chance to finish.
Noxiambao just really perfectly setting up the middles. Valera, that's 4 out of 5.
And it really isn't just Sally contributing here. It's been a
Collective
team
effort.
effort. It's inside. What a play. And look at Barbie San Andres. Just calm and cool. That's exactly what she intended to do.
Just showing a lot of veteran moves. After a series of power hits, just that dip to the corner.
And we're going for 29 points here. Just Alpha fighting hard, giving it all they've got. Ibanez! What a lead going over and above the two-man block. We want to see that again, Direk.
Of course. Slow motion nonetheless.
And again, just that elevation. What an athlete. Third match point for UST. Almost got away. Lopez giving to Javelona, and that hits the hands. Javelona was the right guy to go to.
And his favorite down the line attack.
Now we're going for 30, Doc. May lakad ka ba? I know you're here with your friends, but it looks like we are here for the long haul. That's if Alpha is successful in winning this third set. Nope. I think UST wants to go home.
Yep. And Sally, nonetheless, one of the top scorers right now for UST.
Fourth chance for set point, match point, and we've got Josh Ibanez, who has been very aggressive on the service line. Let's see if he's Is he going to play it safe or is he going to go for the kill? Safe first serve. And again, the hang time of Javelona. It's almost a sure ball.
Yep.
What a third set. Alpha once again will get a chance. Oh, look at Josh Ibanez looking for a net fault challenge.
But the second referee already called for a net touch. Let's see if Alpha will challenge it. No, they're not. So Sally is off the hook.
And so now we're looking at UST with
they're not
another
gonna
set
challenge.
point. Yeah, they're not going to challenge Umamin. This is 5th set point. Match point for UST. Alpha just not giving them an easy time here. It was 26-24, set 1. 25-21, set 2. Will this be it? Oh, not yet. Camposano this time. Also, one of the vets here for Alpha.
Yeah, and also good efficiency for Alpha. 3 out of 6 attempts, no errors. So that's also a respectable 50% efficiency here in set number 3. He wasn't the starter in this match.
Sally hitting off the hands. And we're back where we were with UST looking for set point. It's just back and forth we go. Will this end now? Let's see. Not if Alpha can help it. They fought this hard and this long. Alpha, you can be sure will want another stop. It looks like a big serve from Sally. San Andres again managing. Was there a touch?
Touch on Yambao, probably.
Well, Alpha is happy about that last sequence because they're still alive. Ayun, gumalong nga yung net. Again, these errors. What an extension this is, Doc. Oh, that was a tough one. Almost over. Delicana going up. And that's an error right there. Totally unchallenged. Delicana with an error on the attack. And we talked about how the miscues have really gotten the better of UST. And Alpha now with a chance again. And Delicana making up for that one. And we go on, back and forth again.
Yes.
Walang bumibitiw.
What's our record so far in this conference?
I think we were in the 40s. Meron mang like 40. But I'm sure this is, we are going to get close if we keep going the way we are. Again, Alpha. You know, it's funny because if it were not match point at stake, hindi naman tayo nagkakaganito na nagpapalitan.
Exactly. And Sabanal, who is just fielded in here in this set.
That is a pressure serve right there. Floater to Josh Ibanez. He goes up for the attack. Ball still good. Delicana with a dig. And Ibanez will get the setup again. Hitting it off the hands. UST still alive.
Daxiabao is going to really milk the attempts for Ibanez. Got the hot hands right now.
We've got how many players in double digits now? We've got Sally with 20, Ibanez is with 14, Delicana with 10, and we go on. First to 35, folks. Oh! First time, Javelona could not get past or Ibanez couldn't get a hand on that one. One more time for Abelona, and that was the right thing to do, go cross. And Alpha will get another chance again. So we're already almost 10 points beyond 25. And we got San Andres at the service line. All of these serves under pressure. Oh, a big one. Good first ball, though. Ibanez again. Good stop by San Andres. Here's a chance. And, oh! You know, Ibanez feels especially happy about that one kasi kanina pa niya sinusubukang ma-block talaga to si Javelona.
Finally got one against Javelona. And they're still alive.
What a time for a kill block for Ibanez. That's his 15th point. And keeping USC afloat. 36 is the magic number.
It's the best time for UST to make a conversion. Ibanez and Sally, their top scorers, are up front.
Oh! Last touch, Alpha. And we're back to set point, match point.
Lopez could have gone back to Javelona at that instant. It's Katinsag and Sally, just a high wall to trek for Camposano.
And you know, if you're Alpha, they fought this hard. What's another save? Let's see. Javelona! Touched again. Just such a... He is so dependable. Really the go-to player. But then they're going to be rotating soon. Lopez tried. Oh, wow. Look at that save by San Andres. And that is definitely worth a point for Alpha. Insurance Protectors. Did you see that save? With Buhay.
Wow.
That is how you get a point. One more time for that save.
Just an easy over.
I guess USC really wasn't expecting that ball to come back. It's a set point again for Alpha. Ball still alive. This could be a win. We could be going. Not yet. One more chance. Ibanez, where does he go? And Alpha! Dinaan sa tiyaga. And they still alive to fight in set 4. 37-35. One more time on that last play.
That's the lone block point of Alpha in the set.
Wow, just wow.
Just when they needed it the most.
And you know, you're looking at that, really, Josh Ibanez, I guess Alpha knew that he was going to get the touch, he was going to get the setup, and they were there where they needed to be. And more chances really for USC to win in that third set. But Alpha just showed really their grit, and Barbie San Andres with that Buhay save, all worth it. 37-35, Alpha lives to tell. We are going to set 4. Yes, you can rub your eyes and you're going to see the same thing. It is a 37-35 score in that third set, with Alpha living another day, managing to extend this match to a fourth set. Just the heroics of Javelona, and of course that last save by San Andres to turn things around.
Definitely. Like, UST definitely had more attack points. Ibanez and Sally collectively was leading the pack for UST. Valera was there. Also, a couple of ones from Katinsag and Delicana. They had 4 block points, but also 5 service errors and 3 unforced ones. So really gave in a lot of errors, like 13 compared to just 5 of Alpha, to offset whatever they were outplaying Alpha with in attacks and blocks. And over at Alpha, Javelona really came alive, but also got a little bit of support from San Andres and Camposano, and also gotta give credit to Nadera, who was like a game changer mid-set when he was fielded in for 4 big attack points, for 4 attempts, so 100% efficiency. So Alpha was able to just get the points at the right moment.
I mean, obviously the best set that Alpha has played so far, and for UST, in spite of the numbers and the great offense that they're showing, really very concerning number of errors. Although, I mean, it extended so much. Score ended up 37-35, so like double-digit yung errors nila. But compared to what Alpha put out, it's really something that UST needs to work on. 34 errors they had in that game that they played before this one against VNS. So something that really they need to address. But they are still in the advantage here. They're still in the lead. Still a must-win situation for Alpha. It's going to take a reverse sweep for the Alpha Insurance Protectors to get out of this one. Dive there, great save. And Delicana finding the hole in zone 5, scoring first.
Delicana just using his height, arms extended above, just using the wrist to find the corner.
I'm sure that last set took a lot out of these players. We said at the beginning that both teams are rested after 4 days between their last games, but that took a toll, I'm sure, talking about the third set. So we are probably going to see some substitutions here in this fourth set. Some newer players coming in as well.
Sabanal is now the starter middle in place of Anima.
Hindi na binalik si Billy, no? From the time he was taken out. And also Camposano fielded in the second set and has stayed on. You need the experienced players in a situation like this, really. Of course, Barbie San Andres, one of them. And I know many of you are tuned in for the Barbie versus Snow White showdown.
Yes.
And they have certainly proved very pivotal for their respective teams. Very important.
Pero any position naman, pwede naman.
Listening in here.
UST asking for illegal rotation.
Pumalo ba siya sa harap, di ba hindi? So anyone kapag serving to sila, kahit nasaan sa paglang position.
Coach, or rather referee Joy Diva stands pat on her call. No rotation error there because Alpha is serving, so basically they can be anywhere they want to be. And Alpha with an early lead. I mean, if you're Alpha, they fought that hard. Gusto nila itodo dito sa fourth set.
Course. They want to keep themselves alive in this match because a lot is at stake. Just emphasizing.
Kasi serving team sila.
Only the top 4. Only the top 4 advances. So let's just...
Hindi naman siya pumalo. serving team, kahit saan sila pumosisyon, hindi naman siya pumalo sa harap.
That's loud and clear coming from our first referee, our up referee, Mary Joy de Imus. UST still bothered by that rotation issue. And Coach Ochi's saying, let's just drop it and move on. Move on na daw. And all of that waiting, I mean, got in the head of Barbie San Andres. 2-all. That one too much.
This is how Patinsag started a while ago. Like 2 big points, but wasn't followed.
You know, the last 7-8 points in those rallies in set 3, halos puro si Ibanez na lang pinupuntahan.
Yep.
That is going to be a point for Alpha.
Ibanez almost had the block again against Avellona.
Outside. 2 service errors in a row for Alpha. Mabuti na lang, consistent yung serves nila kanina in the third set nung naghahabol sila.
They actually had just had 1 and no other unforced errors.
So break here for Alpha. They get a free point care of that service error. Great play. Quick attack there. Katinsag again. That's 2 in a row for him.
Something that Yambao can also capitalize on.
Oh, great combo attack. What a read there from Alabar. Great libero action. Outside untouched. More unforced errors.
It's a missed attack for Sally. Didn't quite get a good contact on the ball.
It's working. Why change things, right?
Yep.
Katinsag just scoring 3 in a row there.
3 for 3 for Katinsag. Good start for him in set number 4. Let's see if he can keep it up until towards the end of this set.
Too many errors. I mean, even this early, it's already a concern for UST. They're really making it much more possible for Alpha to play on to a 5th set. And now an ace.
That's a rare one against Josh Ibanez.
Yeah.
Scoring an ace.
Let's get Vincent, who had 9 points against Alpha, or rather FEU.
Now they take the lead here in set number 4.
Umuulan na service errors. Hindi natin masyado nakita ito from Alpha. Like we mentioned in the 3rd set, they played a rather clean 3rd set. Good pick up there from Josh. And USC could not keep it in play. UST up by 1. We are at our first technical timeout.
Arena. You're still watching the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference where power meets passion. And just like we all anticipated, Cheeky and Doc AJ, this will be a long match between the UST Golden Spikers and the Alpha Insurance Protectors. And you know, Dre Delicana is just happy to be here and happy to contribute to his team as well, especially in this all-important game. Dre is just facing some of his kuyas who were his former teammates as well back in FEU. And as much as they want to be complete as a team in this match, JJ Macam unfortunately has a fever. That's why he's sidelined for now. Nevertheless, it's now a game of tendencies and definitely composure from here on out. But for now, back to you, Chicken Doc AJ.
Thanks a lot, May. That's right. That's what we were talking about at the start of the coverage. It was going to be this kind of matchup, and these two teams did not disappoint. We are tied at 8 apiece in this fourth set. Oh! Obviously, that was not the intention. It was too much of a chase for Yambao.
Yambao trying to go for a fast one to the right pin. Just missed contact with the ball, and now Alpha back with the lead.
That's more like it. That first worked out just fine. And Sally is back with his usual antics.
That's usually when San Andres is in the open position. Like Yambao is really feeding the ball to Sally, mirroring the matchup of Ibanez and Javelona on the other side.
Outside. I mean, the errors just really piling up here in the fourth set for UST.
That's the third.
You know, in spite of the score, I mean, think about what it would be like without the errors.
Yes.
UST would already be enjoying a big lead. Big serve. Good first ball though, and the save by San Andres. Ibanez picked up by Barbie. Oh, unfortunately, ayan yung mga nakaka-frustrate talaga.
Yep. After two big saves from Barbie.
Oh, we want to see that save again. They're huge. Oh, it was the libero who's trying to attempt a reverse set. Not the easiest thing to do. And good quick point here for Alpha to make up for things.
Sabanal 2-4-4. Good efficiency, even if he is fielded in late.
Free ball. Where will Lopez go now? And this is new with the duo Lopez and Nadera early. So Nadera in the front row. Looks like Coach Mike wants to go straight to the fifth set. So this is different. This is something that we didn't see in the first 3 sets. Nadera in early for Alpha. Some might be wondering why he isn't even
And it's not a
binababad, ano?
but it's not from a double sub.
Oo, tama. Because usually with Apollinario siya, tama.
So he fielded in for Javelona actually. And I think Javelona is having some issues with his calf. It's all wrapped up right now.
Maybe cramping because he definitely got the bulk of the sets in that third set.
And in the first.
And in the first.
Now Lopez is really activating him zone.
Very tight fourth set here. And again, were it not for the errors of UST, they'd be leading big because their offense is working. Just like that. quick conversions here. Katinsag is able to command those points.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 here. Set number 4.
Well, actually, it's been this way since set point,
Yeah.
no? Talagang nip and tuck, palitan ng puntos. Like we said.
And Hims on the other hand, 3 for 3.
Ball still alive. Alpha is able to counter that quick. And second time, one more chance. And yan ang gusto mo kay Ambao. Pinapabawi niya yung mga player niya. Valera was able to get that second one in.
And he's really putting it all in for the middles.
So far, it's Avalona in the 20s and tied with Sally. Oh no, Sally has 24 points. Biggest scorer so far today. Avalona with 22. Ooh, that was a tough set. Pero walang kaso yun kay Barbie.
Yep. Those are the sets Barbie likes. Just squeezing it between the blockers. Valera wasn't able to close in with Sally.
Perfect pass. Oh, watched play there. Chance here for Alpha to give a 2-point lead, and why not give it to Nadera? 2 points is a big lead as it goes here in this fourth set, and we are at our second technical timeout. Alpha on top. Sure he wishes he can be in the action here. Makam was he was the top scorer, or no, his second best scorer in that last game against VNS with 20 points, but he is not feeling so well today. But his teammates just managing without him.
Hernandez coming in for Delicana.
Hernandez, stop there. Great dig. Another chance here for UST from the right pin now. Oh, another free ball. And Don is stopped. Good rebound. Hernandez again going above the hands of the setters and of the Barbie San Andres will end up with a point. Oh, it's called inside.
Yep.
And that is just
Crazy
too
dig
bad
by
for Barbie kasi
Yambao.
pinalagpas lang niya.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a challenge. Because, I mean, Barbie San Andres was right there. Oh, antenna touch is what they're contesting. Did you get a glimpse of that, Doc?
Didn't quite see touch on the antenna.
Yeah. But one thing's for sure, that was a very playable ball by Barbie. She actually deliberately let it go. Let's see what gives Of course, every challenge now very crucial for Alpha, who are still trying to stay alive. This is still a must-win fourth set for them. They are in the lead, but it has been a side-out game since first set point in set 3. And we're still waiting for the antenna touch. You know, it took 41 minutes to settle the score in the third set. That's almost like 2 sets already. Sometimes you can finish a set in 20. So fatigue will definitely be a factor here, but thankfully for both teams, they had a 4-day rest and they're young. That certainly makes a difference. And they're upbeat. So with the antenna touch, if this one is successful, it's going to be tied at 16, I believe. Or no, it's going to remain a 1-point lead for Alpha.
Seems like in a lot of my recent coverages,
Di umabot sa antena.
a lot of the unusual challenges have been called today. Antenna touch, last contact.
Yung mga cards na hindi mo masyado nakikita.
You rarely see.
Yeah. So no contact with the antenna there. An unsuccessful challenge for Alpha. And the score stays at 16 to 15. 2 points was the biggest lead that we've seen here in this fourth set. Good serve. Good first ball from Barbie. Good one-man block. Nadera with a put away. Sally could not get to it. This is a Nadera fourth set. He's getting a lot of touches.
Nadera fielding in to complement Javelona.
Nag-ready na rin sila for a set 5. And you know, really going back to that. Almost. And that was a tough one. Still inside Ibanez.
Yeah, but a lucky point for UST. That was an overset. Just barely went past the blockers of Alpha. Nadera was gonna get it, but retracted his arms last second.
Again, Nadera versus Ibanez. And that one is called outside, so Nadera able to score like Ibanez, against Ibanez like Javelona. Alpha with a 2-point lead, and this is the strongest rotation, I think, with the full front. And if you remember, this is also the rotation when Alpha eventually won in that third set. Muntik, isang ikot, isang rotation na lang, nasa likod na si Javelona noon, but they won the game right in the nick of time.
That error from Lopez makes it the 4th service error for Alpha in the set.
Another error at the serve. It's too costly here for UST.
Happened also in their previous attempts. Lopez went for a service error. Sally followed with another service error.
And that accounts for the 2-point lead of Alpha. Good save. On the second ball. And I think it all started with that difficult serve. And things were downhill for UST, and Alpha took advantage. 3-point lead, huge for Alpha. But we remember the catch-up job that UST did also in set 3. Perfect pass. And you want to credit Labal there. Great for Alabar for the great first ball.
Sadi's finally back in this set. He started out really well, but became silent a little bit.
Son
4 for 4.
Yep,
for Team Zone.
100%, huh? In this fourth set. Lead back up to 3. It's smelling like a 5-setter. Let's see if UST can do something about it. And great defense from Alpha. Di sila na fake out dun. Oh! Hernandez was struggling with that set. Good up again by UST. And San Andreas with a finish. What a play by Alpha Insurance Protectors. Did not waste those chances. And UST with a timeout now.
Recycle mo na lang. Eh, binibigyan mo ng chance sa umatake kalaban mo. Kaya mo,
Move ko ang klasa dito. Sa
recover ka na. Pag pinasok kita, hindi na kita masasam. Kaya mo, hindi. Hey guys, ano tayo? It's not over yet, let's go!
Nasa likod.
Very interesting to hear the conversation there in the huddle. So that was Coach Oji direct to Delecana, asking if he's ready for the heat, because this is a very tight situation for UST. Alpha looking for 3 points only to win, and they're up by 4, so it can't be a side-out game for UST. They need a mini run. Oh, great save. And look at Josh Ibanez. Fantastic save there by Josh. Oh, somebody at the net. Yambao, they're caught fishing. Again, these errors. Just all of these other factors that USD has to think about. Umandal has not been in the game at all.
Double substitution
And
finally employed by Coach Oji.
Definitely UST feeling the pinch. Like we said, it's smelling more and more like a 5-setter. Lozano. Good first ball by Josh. And that one is off the hands. Off the bench, still able to deliver. Umandal runs in the blood.
Yeah, but it's out actually.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be untouched by Alpha. I thought he was going to get a check ball there, but you're right. It's actually a set point situation now for Alpha.
Guys, let's go. Di na ako makapipe kasi lagi ako nakababa. I mean, sa loob masyado. Let's go. Tayo ah.
Coach Oji opting out of that last huddle, leaving it to the boys. Clearly, this is not the turnout he wanted. But Alpha, on the other hand, very happy with the turn of events here. This is a dominant fourth set for them. Multiple set points for the Insurance Protectors. That's 1 point saved. Many more to go. From the way Alpha's playing, it definitely looks like we're going to set 5.
Mandal making up for that previous attack error.
And that is how this fourth set ends. You can actually take a snapshot of that set service error, because that pretty much explains how USD gave up this fourth set to Alpha. 6-point lead, 25-19, the most lopsided set we've seen all match long. And we are going to the 5th set. So just hang tight. We will be right back to talk about set number 4. Alpha Insurance Protectors threatening a reverse sweep against UST with that stellar performance in set number 4. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Actually, when it comes to the offense, pantay-pantay na naman as I think our numbers will show. But really, we're not going to see the errors play out here in the highlights, but that was the story of this 4th set, coming mostly from the UST Golden Spikers.
Yeah, 5 service errors from UST. Like, the frustration of Coach Oji is so palpable with it. And also doing other unforced errors in terms of attack.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
As we can see, 10 compared to just 5 of Alpha. And Alpha just had 1 service ace against 0 of UST. But in terms of scoring, Katinsaga actually played well for UST and even Sally. But Ibanez didn't even get any point and only just one attempt.
Set.
And just one attempt. Didn't even convert it. So, need to come alive here in set number 5. They want to prevent a reverse sweep. But over on the other side, San Andres had crucial points. Nadera filling in for Javelona. Like, really, it's as if they're not missing JJ at this point.
And Nadera still on the court. And it looks like it will stay with this unit that was very effective in that 4th set. Javelona with a 22-point output today.
Himzon actually is their highest efficiency player in set number 4. 4 out of 5 attempts. He had a lot of those unanswered quick attacks from the middle.
And San Andres also putting out double digits with 11. And here we are. This is going to be really, really painful for UST if Alpha romps away with a win, but it is not without a lot of effort by the Insurance Protectors. It all started with the 3rd set. Things started to turn around for them, and it was a convincing win in the 4th set. UST just needs to play clean here in set 5. Great save. Oh, that's outside. And that first point to Alpha. You know, Takeda has worked very hard going for difficult balls and saving a lot of them. Really props to both liberos, actually. Delicana is in, starting this game, and he will score first for UST.
Delicana making up for lost time. Only had 2 attack points in the previous set.
Valera still in the game. He started, but he was taken out, and now he's back, and looks like he's here to stay. Outside, now the error is coming from Alpha.
Sabanal just way too close to the net. Not much area for him to go for a full wind-up.
We're going to 15 points here. It's going to happen really quick. So everybody, kapit lang. Ay, inside, Nadera coming alive at the crucial moments.
Yep, 2 for 2 for Nadera.
Again, we knew both these teams are pretty evenly matched, both with 2-1 records, both trying to cement their position in the top 4. San Andres again, so many saves that have been squandered. Really frustrating for San Andres when he's able to get these difficult balls up pero hindi natutulungan ng kanyang mga teammates. Oh, combination attack, well read by UST. On the second ball, smart move. That's what needed to be done, and Yambao is on the scoreboard. He actually has 3 today.
Bao just catching the defensive guard with his 1-2 play.
Oh, also showing off his vertical leap right there.
At some point, there were 2 setters for
Right.
USA and he was doing spiker duties.
Ooh, and that was outside. Solo block, not enough. Delicana could not keep it in play.
They're at 3-for-3 here in set number 5, continuing his rampage since he was fielded in the 3rd set.
Delicana again, good rebound. Alpha will get a chance. Underhanded set as hard. Nadera preferred a different set,
Yep.
pero pinayungan talaga ng blockers ng UST. If you recall in the first set, the blocking of UST impenetrable. I think that's
Just a
what they
little short for Nadera.
Yeah, they need to rediscover.
Closer to the antenna, he could have had more angles.
Oh, that's outside again. Still raining errors, particularly from the service line for UST.
Coach Onji is just covering his face.
And scores 5-4. Side out game. Literally anybody's ball game here. Oh, great combi attack. Bumawi naman daw.
Yep.
And
Delicana just flying from the middle.
And you know, Yamao really smart to give Delicana also a chance to regain his confidence. Lopez with a quick, and that one works for him, Son.
That has been Himson's go-to attack, that quick but cross-body attack, going for zone 1, zone 2.
But this time they're unable to lead yet here in this 5th set in the decider. UST reminding themselves that they already had it. They had so many chances to win this match in the 3rd set. And I think that is what is buoying them and motivating them to play their hearts out here in this 5th set. But this is a small lead, 2 points, because Alpha also does not want to waste that effort that they gave. Ooh, inside says the lines judge. Down the wire. Hashtag SpikerSturf 2025 if you want to guess who is going to eventually walk away with a win here. Again. Using the hands of the blocker. Sabanal could not contain that. And we are midway into our 5th set. And let's turn it over to May Reyes with a report.
For a high-stakes battle of who gets to establish their spot at 3rd, going to 5 sets is really expected at this point. And for the Alpha Insurance Protectors, who came from a 5-setter victory from last time, let's see if they get to start a streak here. On the other hand, for the UST-GAMEVILLE Golden Spikers naman, it's really a mental game now with some players showing signs of exhaustion. Let's see if they manage to power through just that. But for now, definitely a welcome back, Doc AJ, and back to the panel.
Thanks a lot for that, May. Thanks for reminding us, really.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
And it's good to also remember what is motivating these 2 teams, actually both teams coming off wins. And Alpha took signal to 5 sets. That's something we need to remember. That's how tough they are. San Andres just playing smart. And longest rally. One more time. What a save by Josh. Oh, that is over, definitely. That was very clear. Delicana playing that ball already on the side of Alpha's court.
And one back and forth between San Andres and Ibanez.
Medyo anticlimactic yung ending ng rally na yon. But Alpha just a point closer to UST. Delicana getting it off the hands. Lead back to 2. Again, just how tough is Alpha? They played Signal to 5 sets.
And FU to 5 sets.
Yeah. Parang yun ang gusto nila, no? And that is good enough for Don Adera.
Adera continues his performance. It's his 4th just in this set alone.
He is really clutch, and I think for the Alpha fans, I'm sure they're glad to see Adera still on the court. He's really needed there, not just for his talent, for his skills, but also for the experience. Good stop, Queda. That one is inside. Oh, that did not end well for Alpha, despite that save, mammoth save by Takeda.
A much needed block point for the Golden Spikers.
So UST able to maintain the lead, but not by much, and it's down to 1 again via that service error.
2 service errors now for UST as Plague Sally has haven't been putting in serves since set number 4.
Sally has a lot of points. He's at 24, I believe. Dagdagan na pa si Sally. 26. But if you want to count how many errors, yeah, it's something that he for sure will be working on in training. A lot of serves for Sally in the next training day. And for those of you just joining us now, this has been an extended, very exciting matchup as expected, but we still have a 3rd game after this one. FEU going up against Signal, so make sure you stick around for that. But Alpha already gaining on UST that easily.
Another attack error for UST. Pelicana just crossing into this violation.
So it's those intangibles, it's those little things, the other factors of UST's game that has become a liability for the Golden Spikers. Oh, and the errors keep coming, and now the lead is with the Alpha Insurance Protectors, and they're playing it right, you know, allowing those errors and just making sure that they play patient, wag manggigil.
Now Salvador is fielded in for Delicana.
Oh, for the first time.
Only Katinsag and Ibanez are remaining from the starters.
And we also have Mandal on the court. And Mandal will go up for the hit. And Vera could not get to that. And we've seen Mandal in action. He plays like his brother, like we said. He has that attack.
That power.
That power. But he has not been fielded in until the latter part of the 4th set. We're tied at 11. Oh, nips on his hat. I mean, he's found his rhythm in this latter part of the game, and he is definitely the go-to.
Building up on set number 4, he had 4 out of 5 attempts. Now he's 3 for 3 here in set number 5.
Oh, and look who's back. Motol and Apolinario coming in now for the double sub. That's right, Motol has been absent. He was not a factor in that crucial 3rd set.
They're just gonna field in Motol to put up a taller block up front.
Ibanez getting it through, but Alpha now with a chance. And Motol, well, and other things. He can block and other things too.
Good recognition in the part of Apolinario. Ibanez was on the floor, not able to block.
This looks like a great substitution for Coach Mike.
Sige na, bumalik lang kayo dun.
Alpha Insurance Protectors 2 points away from a reverse sweep against the UST Golden Spikers, who are really fighting to stay in this one. They led early on, but it has pretty much been a side-out game, a nip-and-tuck affair here in this 5th set, and Josh Ibanez celebrating that one.
Just when Josh is needed the most, delivers.
Yan naman ang walang kakaba-kaba.
That's Josh's first attack point since the start of set number 4.
So he's been silenced.
Yep.
Wow! Gimson is a man possessed.
Yep.
And despite the heroics of Josh Ibanez, it is Alpha Insurance Protectors playing match point. Couple of them. And what a turn of events here. We saw UST with many, many chances to win this via a sweep, which they blew as we await the results of this reaching beyond call. Again, we saw the different, all kinds of calls today, all kinds of challenges today, Doc.
It looked like a clean attack for Himson.
A chance really for the boys to settle down and maybe to ice the server, perhaps, in place of a timeout, which I think UST is out of. But UST now in a bind with Alpha getting 2 chances at match point. And if they get through this one, this is definitely a win for them to celebrate. They got it the hard way via a reverse, but it's too early to say because we know what UST can do as well. We're waiting for the result of the Reaching Beyond Challenge, but if we judge it from what we saw or didn't see, yeah, definitely no call there. There's nothing there. It was a strategic challenge more than anything, I think, for Coach Ochi.
Just to break momentum.
Yep. To be a big serve for Alpha. Safe one. Avila is setting. Mandal will get the point. Off the hands of Barbie. And nakikita mo umaaray si Barbie. Masakit sa kamay. One more time on that last attack. One match point save. Ouch. Said Barbie San Andres. See her shaking her hands.
Double substitution to Field and Sally and Yambao once more.
Still a pressure serve. A safe one. Match point. Outside. UST still alive. And this is deja vu all over again. Doc. This is exactly where we were.
Yep.
In set number 3. Now we're going for 16. Ooh! Motor.
Pinabawi ni Apolinario.
Once again, Alpha will get a chance at match point. Good first ball. Yambao to Ibanez. Good rebound, but not enough. Buhay pa rin ng UST. And everybody at the edge of their seats to see how this game will pan out. Good pass. Motol. Outside, untouched. That is an unforced error. This time, coming from Alpha, setting up UST for their first crack at match point after set 3. And predictably, a timeout by Alpha.
Tara. Oh, kalma, hindi pa tapos. Isa lang yung lamang nila. Ha? Oh, kailangan pa natin patayin yan. Ha? Nakakapasa tayo, kailangan lang natin patayin. Rocky! Ba? Tara! Let's go!
Rocky Motol was being called out in that huddle. Looks like they are counting on him to get the team through. If UST gives them a chance here, get a pressure serve. Ibanez is on the line. And here comes Alpha. Motol will keep his team alive. We're tied at 16. It was a good decision to depend on Rocky Motol, but he is stepping out.
Yep, back to the original players for this set. Nadera is still very much their go-to guy here.
And they're back with a full front. Good first pass. Yambao going reverse. And why not? Sally comes alive. That beautiful cross court.
Yep.
Again, a chance here for UST. And now it is Nadera on the court. Is he the go-to player? Well, first they got to get through the serve. Safe one, straight to San Andres. Almost too close to the net. But that's okay, said Nadera. We figured he would be the option.
Yeah, all the blockers of UST were already anticipating a set to the left bin.
17 all. Who will it be? Oh, inside again. Long and deep. And it's really been UST getting the much of the chances to close out this match. But Alpha, again, the gritty Alpha Insurance Protectors. Never say die. Let's see if they can save it again. Whoa! And look at the UST Golden Spikers. I mean, I think they're feeling the pinch. We don't want injuries. But all of them just diving for the ball because now we're back to 18 all.
Once again, it's Nadera doing the honors for Alpha.
We're seeing safer serves here. Yambao almost over. That worked out. That was very dangerous for UST, but Yambao was able to save the day.
Sambanal was able to anticipate that, but just a second delayed.
That's an over receive. Match point once again. Jump serve into the net. Almador coming in late here in this 5th set. Serving into the net, giving Alpha again another lifeline. Of both coaches. It's right now just leaving it really to their players. Oh, solid block. Nepito. Somebody caught in the net. And our second referee, Philip Ricahuerta, calling for a net violation against Vince Himson, who is so sure he was not at the net. Well, we're going to see a challenge for sure. The challenge to be issued by Alpha to reverse the call, because as it stands, UST is again in match point with that net violation that's being called against Himson.
Triple block erected against Josh Ibanez.
Again, very crucial calls. Everybody on edge. Alpha just doing such a good job at stopping and getting second chances. Third and fourth, I think we've seen 4 match points already for UST. Just the resilience we're seeing from Alpha. But then, like we said, they're used to the 5-setters.
Yep.
They've proven themselves to be really worthy opponents here. If they make it to the top 4, it will be no surprise, even if they're the newest team here in the Spikers turf.
Everybody is just looking at the screen right now.
We're waiting for a net touch challenge because there was one issued. Oh, there.
It was on Camposano, not on Himson.
And would you say, AJ, that sometimes in the heat of the game, hindi mo rin minsan malalaman, hindi mo mararamdaman na hagip mo yung net. And so we are at match point again. Big serve. And Himson. That is good. Alpha stays alive.
5 for 5 for Himson.
He's just so cool and so unbothered. All of this pressure on Himson. He is so unfazed. Just able to deliver whenever he's given the ball. Oh, that was wicked. That is down the line. That is good. And Josh Ibanez again setting up his team for match point.
Josh Ibanez coming alive here in set number 5 at the most opportune time. 3 out of 4 attempts in this set.
That's great down the line. Let's see if Alpha will be able to come up with the answer, or will this be it for the insurance protectors? Okay, here's a chance for UST. Will Alpha's defense not good enough? And finally, after multiple chances at match point, including those from the 3rd set, UST will romp off with a win. And a sigh of relief for them, because really they were dominant in the first part of this match. And then that threat issued by Alpha, and you just got to hand it to the Alpha insurance protectors. Really, their grit and determination, unlike any other team.
Preventing a reverse sweep nonetheless. Commendable effort in the part of Alpha Insurance. But right now, UST will secure their current standing in the upper half.
Probably one of the longest games we've had here at the Spikers turf. A lot of exchanges, a lot of extensions. But in the end, it's UST with another win and a more secure spot in the top 4. We'll be back to talk more about the numbers.
Back inside the Paco Arena, you're still watching the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference 2025. What a match! 5-setter thriller from the UST Golden Spikers and the Alpha Insurance Protectors. And I'm here with their best player of the game, no other than Albuquerque Sally from the UST-GAMEVILLE Golden Spikers. What a game, what a performance. 28 big points. Congratulations. What a breakout performance from you actually. So how important is this win sa'yo, sa confidence mo, and of course sa team na rin?
Confidence? Ano siguro? Galing kasi ako off-game ng 2 games eh. Kaya kailangan ko bumawi ng para makuha ko yung kumpiyansa ko. And siguro malaking tulong din sa team pag may laro ako. Yan lang.
Well, Albuquerque, I know errors is one of the challenges talaga ng team. Pero ano yung bright side na nakita mo especially sa game na to, 5 sets to, nanalo kayo, ano yung bright side na natutunan mo?
Siguro yung kumpiyansa din sa palo. Kasi palo lang kasi ako ng palo, mindset ko ngayon eh. Ayun, gumana. Tuloy-tuloy ko na rin yung gantong mindset.
Again, congratulations. May mga gusto ka mong batiin. Now is your chance. Go ahead.
Binabati ko nga pala yung mga pamilya ko dyan sa Tawi-Tawi. Sally family and Dato Japper. Lang. Sa mga tao dyan sa Tawi-Tawi, thank you lahat. Thank you sa lahat. Sa mga sumusuporta sa akin dyan.
Again, our best player of the game, no other than Albuquerque Sally from the UST-GAMEVILLE Golden Spikers. Now back to you, Chigi and Doc AJ.
Much deserved after the 2-point performance in the last game. Now 28 points, our player of the game. And quickly our highlights. Mostly Sally, but he actually exploded after the second set.
Yes, definitely. Like consistent from first to second, but he also had some problems with his services. But all those attack points definitely made up for it. Came alive in the 5th set when he was needed the most, and of course had a lot of support from Josh Ibanez, who is also the 2nd leading scorer in their team. But as you can see in that extended 5th set, once again, UST just had more attacks and blocks against Alpha and sort of minimized their errors. And
sort of, but still had more errors.
Yeah.
Definitely something for them to work on because the offense is there. But still a win for UST, and so they are secure in the top 4 at this point. But we really also want to commend Alpha for putting up a fight, because they gave us a heck of a game, exactly what we expected. And we are not done here yet because we have another game, but FEU and Signal Spikers are going to go at it. Of course, Signal up in the standings. All right, and we are going to say goodbye for now, and we thank you for joining us for our continuing coverage of the Spiker Surf 2025 Invitational. On behalf of AJ Pareja and May Reyes, this has been Chiki Ro Puno. Stay stuck for our 3rd game tonight.